And for our final talk for this session is by Chhivsorng on strict, soft, or in between, finding the balance in discipline. Please welcome her to the stage.
Imagine you literally can never go outside of the house because of your overprotective parents. Well, that's me. You can't go to a friend's house, you can't go to a friend's birthday party, you can't go to the mall to hang out, all because your parents think that the outside world can be dangerous. Your parents that watches Facebook every day as their main source of entertainment sees a lot of kidnapping scenes or robbing situations. I know that they're trying to tell me that the outside world can be dangerous, a lot of dangerous people are out there, but is that what you guys want to be told every day? Doesn't it feel frustrating? Why so serious? Well, not the why so serious part, but you know what I mean. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chhivsorng from grade 9, and today I will be discussing with everyone finding the balance in discipline. So, first of all, what is discipline? Discipline, in this case, are a way of parents training their kids' behavior to obey them. That can also include punishments as their consequences for their wrongdoings. In this parenting world, there's 4 types of discipline. So first is authoritarian, typically a one-way mode of communicating by just setting up strict rules that the child are expected to follow. For example, not letting your kids go outside without any explanation. Second is authoritative. Parents are more nurturing and responsive to the child, but they have less limits. Wait, no, sorry. They do have limits. Like, for example, kids have a fixed timing for how long they can play games or stay up. Permissive. Parents are more nurturing and responsive, but they have less limits to the child. For example, the kids do not have a fixed timing for how long they can play games, stay up, or sleep. Lastly, neglect. Parents have lack of responsiveness to the child. For example, letting their child regulate themselves. Now, I want everyone to raise their hand for which discipline you guys experience most of the time. Raise your hand if you experience authoritative. Leader. Raise your hand if you experience authoritarian. Raise your hand if you experience permissive. And I don't expect anyone to raise their hand for this one, but raise your hand if you experience neglect. Interesting. We've all received different types of parenting, discipline approaches from our parents, but the thing is, there's no perfect or right way of disciplining a child. There's no good or bad method of disciplining a child. So instead of asking which is the right way, we should be asking how can you make the discipline effective? So good disciplines isn't just about being strict or soft. It's in between. For example, instead of saying no for your kids to go outside, like just straight up no without any explanation, you should make a curfew for them for how long they can go outside. It's strict enough that they have a curfew for how long they can go outside, and soft that you allow them to go outside. So, yeah, this way it can help establish a healthy schedule for a child. You see how much a rule can discipline a child, can affect a child's well-being? Parents are our child's most influential role models in their life. Not Ariana Grande, not Blackpink, not Harry Styles, not that one friend who thinks that they're slick sneaking their phone at 12 a.m. But yeah, so what makes discipline effective, or how can you make it effective? Number 1 is consistency. If the rules in the house keep changing, your kids will definitely get confused which to follow, which to not. So keep it clear and steady. For example, if your parents tell you to wake up at 6 a.m. for school, you wake up at 6 a.m. for school because you know that you don't want to be late or get cooked at school. Communication. So instead of saying no without an explanation, you say no with an explanation, or explain why your child's behavior or the way they're acting is wrong. But As a child, you can also feel free to speak up if you think their explanation is wrong and prove why. Maybe they can reconsider. Respect and understanding. Every child is different. We're not all the same, right? So discipline needs to be adapted to their needs. For example, I always used to argue with my mom about going outside. I felt trapped because she was overprotective. But soon I started to realize that she wasn't strict or overprotective for no reason. She cared about me. So what did I do? I asked her. And we used communication because communication helps the parents and the child build a good relationship, helps the parent and the child get to know each other very well. I told my mom the reason why I needed to go to my friend's house, because I needed to do a project that was due on Monday. She listened, reconsidered, and also realized that she's never really let me gone to a friend's house before. So you guys might be wondering, why is this important to us as young people? Number one is self-awareness. Understanding different discipline styles / approaches helps us see why our parents are acting this way. They're not just acting this way for no reason. They're acting this way because they care about you. Better relationships. Instead of arguing with your parents all the time, we can communicate better and find middle ground, like making an agreement that both the children and the parents can agree on. Future parenting skills, the most important one. One day, we might become parents too. What we learn now will shape how we raise our own kids. There's no single approach that will work for every child, where we commit from learning a mistake and noticing something when it isn't working. Just make adjustments to it, like making rules. Even if your parents can't understand about the different parenting styles / approaches, you yourself should, so that at least in the future, you can become an awesome parent, make your kids in the future feel like they have a good childhood. Maybe in the future, your kids will start calling you an Alpha Sigma parent. But at the end of the day, discipline isn't just about rules or punishment. It's about shaping character, whether strict, soft, or in between. The goal should always to be guide, not to control. I'll leave you with this thought. Children learn more from what you are than what you teach. So maybe instead of just seeing discipline as something unfair, we should start looking at it as a way to grow. So Malcolm, thank you.